Hey, podcaster, it's your host, Adam Adams. And what if I told you that the next episode that you'll hear after this one was written by ChatGPT in about 3 seconds? My ChatGPT intern, if you will, didn't even have to take a bathroom break. It got this done in about 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. And why this matters is that most podcasters quit because you run out of ideas, you run out of time. But what if ChatGPT did more than half your job? So I just got back from a speaker training by my coach. His name is Sean McCloskey. Sean is a very good speaker. He's made tons of money on stage, both for other people's companies, additionally, companies that he's partnered with other people, and his own companies. He's made millions upon millions, and he's renowned. Everybody in that speaker space, even though he's not super famous, people know that he gets real results. And I just got back from a speaker training. It was a couple of days. I had to leave the house. I had to go with everybody for a couple of days. And I learned a couple cool parts to just having a podcast, having speaking on stage. And one of the things that we got into was how easy it is these days to utilize ChatGPT to do more than half your work for you. But it's not completely that easy. There are 5 steps that I'll share with you to make it a little easier for you to be able to utilize ChatGPT or other AI, because there's others out there. I just used the paid version of ChatGPT, which has been great. So step 1 is that you really have to train your AI intern. You've got to train your unpaid, maybe you pay a little bit to ChatGPT depending on what level you have. Think about it like this. If ChatGPT doesn't know who your avatar is, if they don't know who your niche is, if they don't know your personality, how you speak, it's going to be pretty tough for ChatGPT to help you to write your content. You'll probably get something that sounds like an NPR show about tax policy. So step 1, train it exactly who you are, what your niche is, who is your avatar. These pre-prompts need to go into ChatGPT before you ever do anything else. Step number 2, what I did is I gave the 7-part system that came from Sean McCloskey at this presentation, this 2-day, 3-day event. Here's a thing that's important. 2 other people that have made a lot of money writing movies for a living or speaking from stage, 2 other people besides Sean also use a very similar framework to these 7 parts. And it's usually always 7 parts. So it's I guess part of what I want you to know is that it's not just Sean that teaches this stuff. Some other well-known famous people that make a lot of money with storytelling also use the 7-part framework. So these 7 parts, they're like a podcast paint by numbers, right? It makes it easy. Even a robot can color in the lines. So step number 3, after you give it the 7 parts, and by the way, I will give you the exact 7 parts in this episode. After you give it the 7 parts to great storytelling, step number 3 is you need to ask for the whole draft episode first. So asking ChatGPT for ideas is like asking a toddler for help in the kitchen. You'll just make a bigger mess. So skip the piecemeal back and forth and give it the framework and then give it all the background and you will win the game. So make sure that you ask for the whole episode draft, not just little pieces. Step 4 is how I created the next episode that's about to happen. After you listen to this episode, the next one is about callbacks and call forwards, which actually is interesting because I'm calling forward to that. I'm calling forward right now to that episode that you're about to hear. In that episode, you will learn about callbacks and call forwards. So you are going to want to check that out.